Hi guys, so this is like my, I think like 4th or 5th attempt at using my new camera. Oh, also it has really good quality, so I apologize about the 2 enormous pimples on my face. It happens. Other than that, it's pretty much, like, it's pretty much fall now. Nothing is really orange yet, but, it definitely feels like it. There have been, quite a few spiders inside, especially like within close proximity of me, which isn't ideal. And there's also a caterpillar. Do you want to see him? Also, I'm wearing jammy pants. Anyway, okay, caterpillar. So we have this caterpillar over here. Look at him. What a specimen he is. I don't really want to touch him because as far as I'm what the hell? As far as I'm aware, I am definitely allergic to their hair. I get really itchy and it hurts anytime I touch a caterpillar. Especially those like little black ones that look like tiny prickly black sausages. They are like Leda Bane. Can't touch those. I'm also allergic to tarantulas. Fun fact, I definitely had a tarantula when I was a kid, which is really weird because I'm terrified of spiders. But her name was Rosie because she was like a rosy-haired tarantula. So I took her home. The next day I tried to hold her, and first off it was terrifying. I also had a huge allergic reaction to her like little bristles. I had it on my hands and it wasn't like an immediate reaction, so I like touched my face, like the corners of my mouth and like my eye and stuff, and then like an hour later I had a huge reaction to it. I was like swelling up left and right all over the place. So anytime that I wanted to try and hold her, I would have to wear these like gigantic yellow kitchen gloves. And I also took her to school one day to like show her as show and tell. She was like that big or something, and like a spider. Like a bunch of 4th graders are not gonna be totally fond of that probably. I had the tarantula like on my shirt, and then she crawled on my back, and then she fell off of my back onto the ground. And my teacher literally got on the desk. All of the kids bolted out of the room, and it was just havoc because it was just like a tarantula on the floor and I was responsible. So that's my tarantula story. I also had like, I'm pretty sure it was one of the fish from Animal Crossing. It was like big, first of all. It was like a foot long or something, and it had like spikes on its back. She was pretty cool. My mom told me it was prehistoric, so I had this like obsession with the Loch Ness Monster at the time. And so the fact that I had like a prehistoric fish was pretty much the coolest thing that could ever happen to me. And so one day I decided to try and like touch her. The spikes on her back like raised and punctured my soft baby skin. That was terrible. That hurt like hell. And I bled. I shed blood. I've had like a huge array of like weird animals. Now I just have cats, which is fine, but I've definitely had like my share of snakes, rats. I freaking love rats. Love them always. I'm allergic to bunnies, so I had one bunny when I was really young. His name was Pepper. Oh, I definitely had a chameleon, and I've already told you guys about the chameleon like a couple years ago. He was just evil. His name was Chris. Yeah, I've done nothing but talk about pets this whole time. I don't even like remember what I was even gonna try and talk about. And it's also disgusting. Did you guys know that? Let me see if I can find one. Probably not. Good, there's none in the yard. That makes me happy. They make like a web, and it looks like a, it's god awful. Hold on, let me see if I can try and find one. They definitely, oh, wait, there's one. It's small. That's like one really weird thing that nature does. Is caterpillars make webs. Okay, most of them are like, that one was small. Most of them are like the size of my torso. They're like people sized. Like there could be a person in the web. The caterpillars on the East Coast are evil, pretty much. So, God, and like you can see them like moving around in the web. Oh, it's disgraceful, actually. Yeah. Yeah, caterpillars are just weird, I guess. Gosh, it's so pretty out here. There's like these little white flowers. Let me see if I can show you. Like, boop. Ah, there's like an aphid. Get out of here. Okay, whenever I like watch Lord of the Rings or like play it, what the hell? I'm always like, man, I wish I could just like live in nature and I wish I could live in the Shire. And then I think about the fact that there would be so many spiders. If there was like no bugs in that universe, A+. I've laid down in this grass, like this particular grass. I coincidentally, later that night, had a spider bite on my leg. It makes me want to cry. That means that there was a spider on me and that it put its filthy little mouth on my skin. Okay, I'm getting like bitten, literally as I'm standing out here. So I'm probably gonna go outside. There's a bird screaming. I love you guys, and thank you for watching me talk about like animals for like 20 minutes. Okay, I love you guys, and I will see you again soon, and remember to smile, okay? Bye. I still don't know what the button is on this.